Something's not right with Nalyssa Smith. I've been looking at. I've been watching the games, and something is just not right with her, and something's not been right with her a lot of the year. I do think there is some sort of like. I don't think she gets on with Christy Sides. Like, I think I think Nalyssa Smith and her teammates get along fine. She's not trying to sabotage the teammates. I think it's just something's not right. Something's not right. A supremely talented player, but just something's not right with her. Before we get on to, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 23.6k by the end of the day, and we're only 81 off right now. So, let's just take a look. So she puts this on her Instagram. Love to teach this one because she always wants to be the best. And then she said, thank you for guiding me in these rough times. So, it is just kind of an interesting thing because it's like, obviously something's going on. You can tell by her play. Like, there are some basketball players, and look, anyone who's ever been around the sport of basketball, whether you're playing in elementary school, high school, middle school, I don't even know what other schools there are in America, whether you play at a college level, whether you're playing at the pro level, semi-pro level, you're just playing pickup. You know that there are some players that when there's stuff going on outside of basketball, or when they can't fully get their head right, they're just different. Like, they're just different people. They're just completely different players. And you're like, some people, no matter what's going on, basketball is like their outlet. And other people, when things are going well, and they're in a good mood and everything's going well, they can look like superstars. And when things are going wrong, they really just can't really function almost on a court. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously, I have not played at the level of Nalyssa Smith, but like, I did play semi-pro basketball, like top level in Ireland, played for my national team growing up. Like, I was similar to that. Like, when I was fully in, when I was locked in, when my head was in it, I was a mediocre role player. I would have been a mediocre role player in our top tier. But when my head wasn't in it, you could put me on a court with 5 people that couldn't play basketball and I wouldn't look out of place. Like, that's kind of what it feels like with Nalyssa Smith. And it doesn't also help that apparently Christy Sides told her at the start of the year that she didn't see a spot for her in the team. It doesn't help that her biggest fans are obviously her family, but they are vocal. They are vocal in their displeasure with a lot of situations, but they're also like unbelievably vocal in their support. But at times it's like, I'm pretty sure when Aaliyah Boston was drafted, like, her brother tweeted out something like, oh, they've already got their number one and it's Nalyssa, and Nalyssa's the number one player on this team. And then like the end of last season, when they ran through Nalyssa Smith for a while, she was throwing more turnovers per possession than Caitlin Clark is right now. I mean, pretty sure she was like second in the WNBA in turnovers over, like, albeit a small sample of games in the WNBA last year, and you're seeing it now. When Nalyssa Smith is on, she's brilliant. Like, her hands are great. She doesn't have a left hand, but her game is so flawed. She has a slow jump shot, albeit not a terrible one. She can't shoot the mid-range because it's too slow. She's very, very good hands going to the basket, but like, when her head's not in it, she might travel every time she touches the ball. Like, she's the worst defender I've ever seen in the sport of basketball. But still, what she can do well, what she does well, and not a lot of people have as good hands as her. When she focuses on running up and down, she's fast, but at times looks slow. But she just looks lost on defense. I do think for Nalyssa, getting out of Indiana, it has to help. Like, I don't know what threw her off in the last game, because from second 2 possessions into the game, she had a wide open layup and double dribbled with no one anywhere near. And then a couple of possessions later, she just traveled. And the next time the ball was thrown to her, Caitlin Clark threw her a pass and she dropped it. Still finishing well. Like, it's not like she's missing layups. Look, as far as finishers go in this league, when she actually takes a good shot, she's a really good one. She does take some dumb shots, though. Those turnaround, fadeaway ones where she should be shooting just a layup with her left, but fades away over 3 people with her right hand. Never go in. And her whole game is slow, but at the same time, like, you can still get away with that when you have as good a touch as Nalyssa Smith has. But it's like, I think she's got to get out of Indiana. I think she's just got to get out of Indiana. Like, there's no player, like, even though there's no like public falling out, she was liking sides out tweets. Back when Twitter likes, if Twitter likes were public, oh my God, if Twitter likes were still public, I'm telling you, she probably liked Dejanay Carrington's tweet about Caitlin Clark. Like, she, like, is just, it's just messy. It's just a messy situation because she's supremely talented. And, like, she can play. Don't get it twisted, she can play. When Nalyssa Smith is on, there's a reason why people call them the Big Four. Because when Nalyssa Smith is on, she's a member of the Big Four. When Nalyssa Smith is off, I'm not going to lie, I cannot, in good faith, say when she's having a bad day, she should be on the floor over Katie Lou Samuelson. I don't think Katie Lou Samuelson's very good. So, it's just a tricky one because she's a really good rebounder, no matter what. Good days, bad days, she rebounds well on the defensive end. And the offensive end, to be fair. But it's like, you get the defensive lapses, no matter how well she's playing, she still can't guard. But you've got a supremely talented offensive player who, unfortunately, just seems to be having more bad days than good days. And it doesn't look like when she has her bad days, she just doesn't look present. She doesn't look present. And I think getting her into a better situation in Indiana, like, I don't think it's the team. You can see the way the team interacts with her, how she interacts with the team. I don't think she dislikes the team, nor do I think the team dislike her. I think genuinely they get along. I think as far as chemistry is concerned, I think the Fever's team chemistry is great. Like, even the players that, if you were asking me, are they any good, I would say no. You can see Erica Wheeler's a veteran leader. You can see Caitlin Clark trying to do, like she likes the team. Heck, half the team are in Cancun right now. No wonder they lost to Dallas. It really was Cancun on 3 for that game. But, yeah, I just think for her own sake, like, she is an all-star level player. She will never be an all-star with Indiana. Like, I don't think Indiana are going to get rid of her after the rookie deal or during her rookie deal. But if I was Indiana, I would almost look to trade. Like, see what you can get as far as draft capital. Like, I think there's going to be a team. Like, you can potentially get, let's just say you get the 6th pick and someone high in the draft wants, like, Pow Pow. You could maybe package, like, her and the 6th pick in the draft and maybe get up to 3 in the draft. Maybe that's a trade someone's going to make, especially because if Dallas or if Washington are in there, or, if Atlanta are in there, Washington get their pick. So there's a chance the Mystics could get like 1 and 3 or something and only one page. Because they already have like Shakira Austin, Dolson. They might not want like someone like a Malonga. There's a potential that you can trade up to 3, which guarantees you Malonga or Anissa Morrow. So that's kind of the thing that I would be looking at if I was Indiana, rather than like settling with Sonia Citron. Someone like that, trading up maybe for what a team would need. And I think Nalyssa Smith might help with that. Either way though, I just think that she's someone that right now doesn't look happy in Indiana, who could go to another team and be instantly a good starter or 6th woman of the year on a good team. And in Indiana, she's already been benched twice. I don't know what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on, but just something's not right. She's been benched for disciplinary reasons, been told by her coach that she wasn't needed anymore, has been liking Auntie Christy Sides tweets. Her brother and mom have been tweeting negative stuff about the coach, about just stuff in general. And it's just a messy situation with Nalyssa Smith. And again, even her tweeting like, we look good in purple, when Paige Becker's was obvious, or like obviously a hint to the Golden State Valkyries on Paige Becker's post. So it's like, it's just messy. It's just messy with Nalyssa Smith. Supremely talented. I think she's going to be I think if she stays in in Indiana, she's not going to, I think she might have hit her peak. I think if she leaves Indiana, she could be an all-star. She's either going to be 6th woman of the year or an all-star. One or the other. She's that level of player. It just does not seem like a good fit. And it definitely, short term, is not a good fit. Long term, it's definitely not a good fit.